Do you want to know what the 5 most profitable microgreens are to grow? Well, stay tuned because we're going to get into just that. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another business side video of growing microgreens, right? Having a microgreen business isn't all about just, growing your microgreens and that's it, right? You need somebody to sell to. You need to know how you package your microgreens. You need to know how to brand yourself. You need to know how to get customers. There's so much, you need to know how to do your taxes. You need to know how to start your business. There's all kinds of things that go along besides just growing the microgreens. Believe it or not, the microgreens are the easiest part of a microgreen business. So, I'm trying to do my best to try to splash in some videos here and there on the business side and get everybody a feel and a little bit more comfortable in the business aspect of even just owning a microgreen business in general, not just growing the greens. I can make videos all day long about growing the greens, but unless you know how to run a business, what good are they, right? So I would say let's start off here. I'd say the number one most profitable microgreen is definitely sunflower. Sunflower, I know you've probably heard this before, but sunflower is absolutely the most profitable because I would say we get anywhere from 9 to 10 2-ounce containers from sunflower. Okay, so let's just say we get 10 containers from sunflower on a good day. I sell them at $6 a pop. Okay, that's $60 for a tray of sunflower. One tray of sunflower I'm selling for $60, right? Nothing's going to beat that I grow. So definitely sunflower is number one. People say sunflower all the time. I will say though that when you're growing, we grow up to like 35 plus varieties of microgreens. We don't do it all at once. We have like our Power 5 microgreens that we grow like every week because they're just super profitable. But we splash in different assortments of microgreens on the side because it's very important. Your customers don't want to come back every single week and get the same exact thing. So it's really nice for them to have, something different every week that, just touches on something different. A little bit of cress here, or some spicy salad mix there, or maybe some rutabaga one week, some turnip the next week. Something they're not going to buy every week, but it's because it's something special. They feel like, oh, I'm going to try that. Oh, I haven't had that in a while. And they keep coming back for more. So that's very important. So keep that in mind when you're growing, for sure. So I would say the number 2 most profitable microgreen, and this is very close with number 3. Number 2, I would definitely say, is your radish. And and the reason why is because I probably get around 7 containers, 2-ounce containers of radish for one tray. So if I'm getting 7 for $6 a pop, we're talking about $42 for a tray of radish. Radish is very inexpensive. I know that Sangha radish is a little bit more expensive than dicot radish, but it's not overbearing. We're using such a little bit of amount of seed that we're only talking about pennies here and there when we're actually growing a tray. So it's not too big of a deal. But radish is definitely number 2. I would say that pea is number 3, but pea is very close to radish. I get about $40 for a tray of pea. I don't actually sell my pea in 2 ounces because 2 ounces of pea isn't a lot because pea's so big. So if I were to sell it in a 2-ounce container, it just wouldn't make sense. I tried doing it before and I felt like I wasn't giving the customer enough product, right? So I actually just went straight to 4-ounce containers for pea. And I sell those 4-ounce containers for $10 a pop. I get about 4 4-ounce containers out of one tray of pea. Sometimes it can get 5, but it's pushing it. So I'd say it's right around $40 for a tray of pea microgreens. So sunflower, radish, pea. Number 4 may surprise most people. Not too many people talk about this crop. But I've grown such a large assortment of microgreens, I've actually found that golden acre cabbage is kind of like a hidden gem. I highly recommend growing golden acre cabbage for profit. The stalks of golden acre cabbage they're very thick and hardy for a microgreen, and the canopy is just always it's phenomenal. It's such a crisp microgreen as well, so it's really hard to mess up. A lot of microgreens, when you grow them, they're very lanky, they're kind of, they're soft, they're not very sturdy, they're very fragile, right? Golden Acre is not that way at all. It grows very hardy and strong. The leaves on top are a little waxy, and it's got a really good weight to it, right? So I guess my point being is that I can honestly get 5 2-ounce containers of Golden Acre cabbage without trying. So we're talking, $30 for a tray of microgreen, like just a basic, microgreen grow. We're not talking anything special here, like a sunflower or a pea, where they're a different type of microgreen, right? They just grow differently. They look different than your other microgreens. So that Golden Acre cabbage is definitely one up that I would put up there as the number 4 spot. As far as profitability is concerned. I'd highly recommend trying Golden Acre cabbage. I'll put the video link up here because we actually have a tutorial on how to grow it. It's actually really fun to grow. It tastes great. It doesn't taste, I would say, like cabbage. It's just got a really fresh flavor to it. It's super crunchy, and because it's so hardy, it actually goes in things that are a little bit hot, like soup, for instance, and it doesn't wilt extremely fast because, like I said, it's a little bit more hardy. So. And our last but not least, I'm sure you've heard this one before, but broccoli is definitely a very profitable microgreen. It's just, the seed is so cheap, it's easy to grow. You can actually get it if you put it in blackout for an extra day. It'll grow pretty darn tall. I've had broccoli grow as tall as almost 4 inches tall, and cut it. And the amount of scientific research that's out there, that people are reading about broccoli, they're saying like it's up to 40 times more nutritious than its adult counterpart. It's insane what people have studied about broccoli. And our customers know that, right? And our customers always ask about broccoli every week. Almost everybody, when they come and get an order of 2 to 3 containers of microgreens, always grab a broccoli. And I mean, we only get about, I'd say, 4 to 4.5 containers from a tray of broccoli, but I mean, you're still talking about $24 for a tray of microgreens, right? None of my other stuff is really gonna match those numbers unless that seed density is just through the roof. I don't like planting with high seed density because you're just asking for issues. The higher your seed density, the more moisture you're gonna have that's kind of trapped in that canopy, and you're gonna have dampening off, you're gonna have mold. And it's going to be hard to dry when you're trying to harvest. You want to keep your microgreens dry when you harvest. You don't want to put it in the salad spinner. We talk about this in another video for the shelf life of our microgreens. We'll put that link up here too. But it's very important that you grow your microgreens so they have a little bit of room, because otherwise you're just going to have issues. If not mold or anything like that, you're going to have shelf life issues as well. So number 1, sunflower, number 2, radish, number 3, pea, number 4, Golden Acre cabbage, and number 5, broccoli. If you haven't grown 1 or 2 of those, I highly recommend that you learn to grow them, because they're kind of the staple of everything I grow every week. And without them, my profits would be much lower than what they are, obviously. So. We'll try to get into a few more business videos. If anybody has any recommendations or questions or things that you want me to talk about, please put in that comment box, with the questions that you might have or any ideas, videos you want to see. I have so much to talk about. I have like an endless amount of information and knowledge in my head that I just want to get out to you guys. But I can only do it so fast. But anyways, it's good seeing everybody again. And we hope to see you next grow. So, bye-bye. Hello everyone, Peter here from Princeton Microgreens. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, if you have any ideas, suggestions, or questions, feel free to leave them below in the comment box. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.